could you please review Free Iwatobi Swim Club? Alright, let's see what this show is about.
Oh shit, shake that ass, my moving like a gypsy. Stop, wall, back it up now, let me see your hips. Oh shit, shake that ass, my moving like a gypsy. Stop, wall, back it up now, let me see your hips. Knees bent, ass out, come on, push your ass down. Bring it up then back down, bring it up then ass down.
Oh boy, this is going to be my kind of show. The sports genre contains some really enjoyable series, with one of my favorite anime being Kuroko's Basketball. Anime does something that real sporting events cannot, with that being the art of hyperbole or over-exaggeration. No matter how much I wish for it, I'll never get to see Andre Drummond and my Detroit Pistons go into the zone against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers by doing the meteor impact. To me, that's what makes sports anime so enjoyable. However, can the sports genre hype up a sport like swimming? Yes, it can. What's up guys, it's Kent from Spartan Media Reviews, here to review the anime Free, as well as its second season, Free Eternal Summer. Does this show deserve a watch? Let's find out. Free and its second season, Free Eternal Summer, are two shows that I never thought I would review, let alone even watch, for obvious reasons. Originally being created as a demo reel to showcase how well Kyoto Animation can animate character interactions with water, it was never fathomed that Free would become its own standalone series. However, thanks to the screaming of millions of females and males, it became a reality. Now, instead of going to the beach or pool and watching ugly males such as myself swim around a body of water that is probably less hygienic than your own bathroom, you can watch animated hot, toned, testosterone-filled men help each other become better swimmers through the power of teamwork and other gateways. The blazing sun shone brightly in the middle of the afternoon as Haru swam elegantly through the familiar, refreshing waters of the Iwatobi pool. Makoto was stretching his strong, firm back muscles next to the sparkling water in the pool. Haru's glance quickly found its way to Makoto's built body. He soon found himself unable to look away. As Makoto felt Haru's intense stare on his back, he spun around to face Haru, who was still captivated by Makoto's gaze. Makoto gave a gentle, warm smile to his friend before pulling. In all honesty, I had no idea what I was getting into before watching Free. Considering the show was known for its overabundance of man service, I was expecting a sports anime with a heavy emphasis on ecchi. However, I can gladly say that I was pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed this series. The first half of Free can be compared to K-On! More than an actual sports anime, as they barely do anything but goof around and swim at their own leisure. While I enjoyed this slice of life interaction in the first half, the second half of season 1 really stepped their game up. My thoughts on the series went from, well, this is nice, I guess. The character interaction is pretty good, but when are they going to compete? Great, now they're trying on swimsuits. When are they actually going to friggin' swim? To this. Holy sh**! Yeah! I love swimming! Free, in the same vessel as Kuroko's Basketball and Food Wars, hype up a simple mundane task, although Free takes a little bit longer to reach their plateau. While the story itself is very simple, much like other anime of the same nature, Free is extremely enjoyable. When it comes to the second season, Eternal Summer, the story structure and pacing pretty much stay the same. The first half of the season is geared more towards the slice of life genre, with the second half being geared towards actual swimming elements and progressing as a team. As a person who is an avid sports lover, this aspect of story is extremely well done. Seeing our characters progress as a team, having both good and bad moments, is extremely interesting to me, as I played on many sports teams throughout my life. Overall, while I do not believe that it is as good as Kuroko's Basketball in terms of story, Free and Free Eternal Summer are still highly enjoyable and should be taken as such. Free's characters fall into a certain stereotype depending on their personality. While that aspect works well with their persona, I do wish that our characters were a little more diverse instead of falling into the same category that we see in other series. Character development was underwhelming in the first season, but definitely improves in the second season as our characters become older and progress as a swim team. I did find the character interactions to be highly enjoyable, although I could do without the long pauses of our characters looking into each other's eyes. Overall, while I do wish our characters developed developed more in the first season, I found the character interactions to be highly enjoyable. Both seasons of Free were animated by Kyoto Animation and look very good. Kyoto Animation once again proves that they can make anything look good, whether it is in instruments and concert scenes in Sound Euphonium, or in this case water and swimming animations in both seasons of Free. The general animations look solid and the art style is something that you would see in other Kyoto Animation series. Character designs, albeit very geared towards the female demographic, look solid. Although the character designs fall into their certain stereotypes, they worked really well with our characters' personalities. Haru genuinely looked like a man of little words, with our other swimmers falling into their own tropes as well. The opening animations were executed nicely, hyping you up for the coming episodes. The endings, on the other hand, well, they were definitely interesting. While I particularly didn't enjoy them, to say they were animated poorly would be incorrect. The ending animations themselves are what the show is known for more than anything else. Overall, the animation for both seasons of Free was very well executed. I would describe Free's soundtrack as a mixture of the slice of life scores from any KyoAni show and the dubstep heavy tracks of Parasite the Maxim. Personally, I found it to be a best of both worlds style of score, but I know plenty of people will probably dislike this aspect of the show. The slice of life tracks work well with our characters' everyday lives, while the dubstep heavy tracks work to make swimming a more climactic and hyped up experience. The first and second season's openings are very enjoyable, giving off the same vibes as Kuroko's basketball. The ending for both seasons, while different from the normal material that Free contains, are extremely catchy and enjoyable to listen to. When it comes to the voice acting, I watched the series in both its original form as well as the dubbed version done by Funimation. The original voice acting is very well executed and cast correctly, aside from a few of the children's voices sounding off in my opinion. When it comes to the dubbed version, you will either hate it or love it. Funimation cast what I like to call the lady killers, with those being Todd Haberkorn, Vic Mignogna, Greg Ayers, J. Michael Tatum, and Ian Sinclair. Comparing the first season's voice cast to the second season dub cast, the dubbed version sounded a little bit off, but it wasn't that bad. Overall, I would say that the dubbed version is okay, but I would personally recommend watching the show with its original voice cast, as I believe that they played their specific roles better. Overall, Free's soundtrack and voice cast help make the show that much more enjoyable. Now, with everything that I have said, do I recommend watching Free and Free Eternal Summer? Absolutely. I love watching sports anime, and despite having too much man service for my particular tastes, I still really enjoyed watching both seasons of Free. Seeing our characters grow both individually and as a team gave me the same vibes as Kuroko's basketball. While I do wish that the story had a better structure and a deeper premise, the character interactions, animation, soundtrack, and overall enjoyment and hype factor make both seasons of Free a highly enjoyable watch. If you are not a fan of any sports anime or any anime with an overabundance of any type of fan service, then I would not recommend this show. Otherwise, check out both seasons of Free, as you probably will not be disappointed. Spartan Media Reviews gives both Free and Free Eternal Summer a combined score of 7 pelvic thrusting rins out of 10, and a good recommendation. If you are interested in watching both seasons of Free, you can check out both series for free over on Crunchyroll. Now, what are your thoughts on Free and Free Eternal Summer? Comment below. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. You can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I would really appreciate that as well. Follow me on Twitter and Hummingbird to keep up to date with the current things that I am doing. And with all that said, I will catch you guys in my next review. Thank you for watching.